Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
Hello and welcome to Popternative. This is the talk show and podcast where we have digital discussions in the worlds of TV, film, news, pop culture, everything. Really, depending on the guest, we talk about it all. As always, I'm your host, Peter Remoliotis. On social media, you know me as PD Beats. My guest is an actor, been in a lot of really cool things. He's been in The Gifted, Preacher most recently. He is a flag smasher in Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney+. Renes Rivera is with us. Renes, welcome to Popternative, man.
Hey, what's up, man? Thank you for having me.
We're doing this right now.
Finally.
This interview, for the viewers that are watching, this interview is like 4 or 5 years in the making.
Easily. I want to say like 2017, maybe. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's possible. Thank you so much for doing this, man. We're going to get into a bunch of the things I want to talk about involving a TV show that's just, I don't think it's ever going to like leave you and your life.
Oh, no. I'm okay with that. I love the MCU. I love Marvel. I love comic books. I love superheroes. So, I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that.
But I just wanted to know before we dive into that, man. I mean, when did you kind of decide that acting was something you wanted to do? Because, a lot of people have different roots and different ideas, but what kind of made you want to get in that career path of storytelling?
It's funny. So Power Rangers, right? I wanted to be a Power Ranger so bad, but then I realized heroes weren't real. And so I was like, I want to be on TV. And also at the time when I was a young kid, Jonathan Taylor Thomas was like a big thing back then. And so I was like, man, he gets to play all these video games. He's like every movie. He's so famous. All the girls love him. I want that. And and that's not why I got into it. But I was a kid at that time trying to be like, oh, I don't know what I want to do. And it always was with me. I always wanted to do that. I don't know why. People say, oh, it's for the attention. It's just when you love something, you love it. There's no specific reason. And that's what kind of happened with that drive, with that passion, that desire to want to do it. And it just came out of nowhere. And I just didn't, it never left me. So I tried in high school, I did like a drama class and I was actually not bad. So I was like, okay, it's not terrible. But then when I got to college, I was going to a college. I was playing football. An academic advisor said, because I had told him I want to do theater. I was interested in majoring in theater, and he was like, "No, let's do general liberal arts or something because theater, whatever." And I was like, "All right, whatever. You're the person I'm supposed to listen to." And that was a junior college, and I went to go to a university, and the same thing. The academic advisor was like, do you really want to do theater? You got to audition in front of people and you got to like do this several times. And are you scared? And they scared me out of it and I chickened out. And things didn't work out with my school at the time. I was playing football. There were conversations you had about, about scholarships and stuff. And,
football, you?
Yeah, I know, right? I was originally a dancer. No, but the thing didn't work out with school. And the thing is, I wasn't passionate about football. I was good. I'm big and whatever. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to pursue the acting. It didn't work out with school. It didn't work out with football. And the only thing I wanted to do was act. And so I started going online, talking to actors, and finding out information like where I can start and stuff. So I really started technically like in, well, I'm lying to you because this is what like drove me to really want to be an actor. That's when I actually pursued it like full time. I started in 2009 as a background actor for like a Spanish soap opera.
But a lot of people don't realize that you got to start somewhere, right? Like that's basically where you start, right?
Absolutely. I started, a lot of people are like, I've never done background, but being in background really taught me patience. Because background actors are on set for hours upon hours, trapped in a room and, given not much food. And I love food, so like it's one of those things where I learned a lot of patience, but I was like, I love doing this. I'm getting paid to be here, to be a part of something so great and that's going to be seen by lots of people. And so I was like, I need to do that. And then I ended up meeting other aspiring actors at the time. that were doing their own independent films and stuff. So they brought me on, and I was like, I love this. I love this. They gave me a chance. I love being someone else. Not that I hated my life, but
Yeah,
like
you're playing
that
pretend for a living. That's like what you do.
yeah, and that's all I did with my brothers. We used to be huge wrestling fans. I remember dressing up as as Hulk Hogan, but in reality, it was like a muscle shirt, tidy whities, and like my dad's bandana. But that was all pretend. So I was like doing that my entire life, but I realized that like this is what I wanted. People, I had hair, believe it or not, back then, and I was getting hair and makeup done. They were like doing my
Yeah.
patting my sweat down, and I was
Dude,
like,
the
this is so
wrestling, the
cool.
spectacle, man. We've interviewed wrestlers. Like, I'm a huge wrestling fan too, man. We've
Oh,
interviewed wrestlers on this. Rob Van Dam is a 3-time guest on the show.
what? He was
Yeah.
just inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir. Jeff Jarrett,
Yeah.
Ken Shamrock. We've interviewed some cool
What?
people. Yeah,
That's
oh yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, man, it's amazing. But no, it's cool when you say that. But now, flash forward to now, you are a flag smasher, man.
I am a flag smasher, man. That is
so cool.
dude, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was a part that I didn't think I was gonna get.
Yep.
And also when I did get it, I bawled like a baby because MCU is the biggest
It's
thing now.
MCU,
Yeah,
man.
MCU. And I was like, oh my god, Dad, I made it, I did it, and I was like, this is happening. And then I just because I was like, they said, oh, you're gonna be in every episode, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna film every episode of something, and it's a Marvel, yeah, it's MCU, and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing, dude. I just like I still love it. I love it, man. It's a smile on my face. It puts a smile on my face.
The flag smashers, I mean, very complex individuals because
Yeah.
like, what are you? You know what I mean? Do we like you? Do we not like you? We have moments where we're like, oh, we understand, but it's like, no, you're doing bad things. It's like so complex, man.
We're people.
Yeah.
No one's perfect. We have our good traits, we have our bad traits, and we all have our struggles, and it's just a matter of when and how we're going to get through that. And we're just human beings, and I think that's why people relate, because everyone has
people
struggles.
are loving the flag smashers. Like,
I'm hearing.
Have you seen on the Instagram and everything, like the support for the
Ooh.
flag smashers? It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm loving it, man. Everyone is just like, yo, I love the flag smashers. I love you guys. You guys are great. And they just like, they're for us. They're like on our side. And I'm like, man, this is so cool to have that,
Now, it's interesting because we talked about like Cobra Kai before this as well. And it's like, there's a lot of like fan theories of Cobra Kai. There's a lot of fan theories with this show. Like,
really?
So many. Oh man, it's just like anything from like, like geek culture or comic culture is just gonna like have all these theories, and it's just like I sometimes don't want to read into theories before I watch a new episode of Falcon because I don't want like maybe it's like a spoiler or something. Because some of these fans are hardcore, eh?
They really are. They really are. Like some of them found me like before I even announced I was on the show. Before I was like, how the hell did you know this? These people are good. And then when we traveled over to Prague, people in Prague were like tagging us, and I was like, whoa, how is this like a thing? How do they know? Who are these people?
And this is not your first Marvel project, sir.
It's not.
You were the Hulk guy on The Gifted, the big guy. Bulk.
The hulking mutant.
The bulky guy.
Yeah, bulk.
It was funny because there was some good screen time at times for you on that show.
Yeah, man, I really liked what they did with me, and apparently there was a bunch of like name changes and stuff for my character, so that's why I went from hulking mutant to bulk. Yeah. They were trying to fit me in, like
it's just so crazy because you've also worked on other things. You said soap operas, Preacher. You worked on other things as well. Is it safe to say that because of like, I mean, we talked about before, right? We're geeks, we're nerds, we love this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you get to work in this stuff, like the Marvel, that's just kind of like the icing on the cake for you, right?
Dude, that's not work. That's not work at all. It's I get paid to play, baby. Like, man, I have a picture with the Shield. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dude, I got to hold the Shield. I was like, oh, and I never thought I'd be able to do something like that. And even as a kid, I liked the original Captain America, movie from the '90s. I don't know if you remember that,
Of
with
course.
Red Skull, and he had like the rubber grease.
Yeah.
I used to love that, and I would like throw frisbees with my brother trying to be Captain America. I had a Captain America toy that I would freeze and just watch him, like wouldn't wait until we need him. So like being a part of that, man, dude, that's not work at all, dude. I loved it. I loved it.
It's funny because we've been, like I said, we've known each other for a while now. Like it's been since 2017, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
and I knew, like, I keep track of all your projects and everything, but it's been kind of a busy time with me as well. Like so I haven't been focusing on social media that much. You know what I mean? But then it's funny. I discovered you were a Flag Smasher, like watching the show.
Oh, really?
Because I
That's
kind of
awesome.
saw you in the back. Because I saw like Tyler Dean Flores, right? I'm kind of like, oh man, like full face. I'm like, I'm interviewing that guy, and then I see him like, wait a minute, is that Renes? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people, I just could not say anything, man. And it was like a lot of people had hit me up like, yo, are you in the show? I'm like, yeah, surprise, and that's an awesome feeling, actually. I kind of like that
what
it was a
it?
surprise.
I just want to say, like, because you might have not had like a lot of time with them or anything. What was it like working with Stan and Mackie? What were they like, man?
Great, dude.
Yeah.
Great. Mackie's definitely like a fun, energetic personality, like upbeat, kind of gets the room going, And Stan, he was very chill, man. Like really cool, very cool guy, man. Like
I find it's interesting because you've been in this industry for quite some time right now, and I kind of want to like ask you kind of a general like industry question right now because I saw an interview that he did, right, Sebastian Stan, and like I think it's going viral now because they asked him like literally like they had all these questions for him and he literally was like, I don't know, like I don't know what's happening, I don't know if there's gonna be. Is there like a misconception where like whether you're a big character or a small character, man, like is there a misconception people like think you guys know what's going on? Like,
it's not that we don't know what's going on. It's just
no one tells you a lot of things. Like it's part of it.
Marvel's very secretive.
But
Very
in
secretive.
general, not just Marvel. Like I feel like a lot
acting.
of just in general, like people think because you're like on a show, you know everything. Like you
Oh,
know,
yeah, dude.
You know if your character's gonna be there. You know your character's gonna come back. Like you know nothing.
Yeah, no, nothing at all. No, I don't. I just know what the script says for that episode, and it's like, oh, you got to do this. This is your lines. This is your scenes. That's all I know. Like that, there is definitely a misconception. I think it's people hoping that they can get that information.
Yeah,
from you,
no, for sure. But it's interesting too because I've been doing this for a while, and like I said, I do a lot of things, right? So I don't pinpoint myself just as like media, just as a journalist, right? But like it's one of those things where, I'll be doing interviews and people sometimes will say like the reps like, yeah, don't ask this question or don't talk about this, right? And I'm kind of like in my head, I'm like, okay, but like my counter question is people are actually asking this?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like it goes about saying.
I think it's more of they're just trying to play it safe. I don't know if anyone's asking, but like,
well, apparently they do. Unfortunately, apparently there's some people.
That's weird. Like
there's some people that like people want the beef, right? They want to get the rise, because the rise is going to get the clicks, right? Like that's what it is, right?
Oh yeah.
Like
that's
people want the headline, right? Like Flag Smasher smashes rumors about cool.
Yeah, let's do it. Just make a headline. Give me a rumor. I'll confirm it. Whatever it is.
But it's interesting. It's a wild world, and I'm sure this show, because of it's like that's everything. Like everyone's talking about the show right now. Like it's like it's taken over pretty much.
It really is, man. It's so fantastic. I love, like I said, the fact that I'm on it is cool, but I love watching it. And I was like, man, and because I've seen like behind the scenes and it looks nothing like what it the final product
is. That
a
cool thing then when you watch the playback, like kind of you were there, you're like, wait a second, it looks like this. Like what's that like?
The editors and people in post-production are fantastic, dude, and it's like mesmerizing because I'm like, holy crap, this is beautiful. I didn't ever think that it'd be like this. Like just I don't know, like match report and stuff. Like it was beautiful.
That was like I was just talking about that with my friend. That looks so good,
right? And I'm like, I didn't see that, So like these guys are putting in just working, and it's phenomenal.
Did you have
And
any scenes, or were you on set with GSP at all?
I wasn't.
Okay,
I
because
wanted
I'm
to
from
meet him so
Montreal
bad.
too, right? I'm a
Yeah,
Montreal,
yeah.
Quebec native as well. So when I saw that, I was stoked, right? Because like GSP growing up in Montreal, he was like, it was a big deal because he became like a global UFC MMA fighter, but like he was from Montreal. Like he was like worshipped there.
That's so cool. No, I didn't, man. I saw his name on the call sheet, but he and we worked different times and stuff.
That
So
must be that's another thing too. People like I've seen so many interviews with people where it's like, well, like literally the interviewer's like, what was it like working with this person, right? And they answer like, yeah, unfortunately we didn't have a chance to work. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So that
yeah.
whole angle is shot because you know that interviewer has like 3 like follow-up.
What you guys talk about? You're like, oh, nothing.
You
I saw
learn
him at
so
lunch.
much. You learn so much when you do those like interviews, like in the beginning. Like what am I like when I interview Haley Lovett, right, from The Gifted,
Haley,
who
yeah.
that's kind of how we got connected. Like that was one of my first ones, right? So like my questions were very like general, but her answers kind of got me thinking about certain things. Like, man, like I can maybe ask something like this, or like I didn't know about post-production that much, you know what I mean? So I'm like, man, I can experiment talking about. It's interesting, like when you do more, it's the same thing with working, right? Like when you work more, you'll like learn way more, right? You're always learning something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You always, dude, from my first day as an actor on set, like on a TV show till now, I've learned a buttload, like so much of just technical terms, my rights, as an actor. I've learned just a lot how to be comfortable with, everything. It's just stunts and fighting and all that. It's everything's a learning experience. Every project that I do, I learn and learn and learn and learn. And like with the interviews, each interview you're learning more and more, and it's just makes us great, and I'm
I've
loving
done
it.
over 550 interviews.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like I
That's
lost. It's yeah.
that. You know what, man? Congrats to that, man. That's some dedication right there, and that's hard work right there,
It's
man.
just like I enjoy just having conversations, but I also enjoyed not limiting myself in terms of who I talk to, in terms of like it's not just like comic book culture people. It's not just athletes. So I think maybe I do a lot of interviews because I don't limit myself on who I talk to. Because like if you look at my channel, I interview people from like TV shows, musicians, like so many different people, and so many people have a cool story to tell, man. So I want to kind of hop on, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. This is a special one because me and you were chatting for quite some time, and I'm really happy we were able to get this done, Renes. Thank you
me
so
too,
much
man.
for doing this, man.
No, man. I'm happy, man. I'm sorry it took so long, dude. Like,
But
like
dude,
I said before.
doesn't it feel so good that we did it?
Yeah. Like we're doing it, guys. Finally, we're gonna do it. We're making it happen finally.
Absolutely, man. I'm very happy for you, man, with the Flag Smasher stuff.
Oh, thank you,
dude, it's
dude.
awesome. As a friend to a friend, like it's really cool to see, man.
Yeah, man. I'm just so, like I said, look, I cried when I got the part. I love this world. I love the fact that I'm a part of something huge and so wonderful, and that people can take something from it. People, like you said, they look up to the Flag Smashers. They see the humanity in us, and for us to connect with lots of, like, maybe millions of people, it's an honor, to be a part of something so great. And I'm happy, man. It's a dream come true, to be honest.
So they can watch the episodes that are out right now. They can watch Falcon and Winter Soldier on Disney Plus right now.
Absolutely.
So we have to wait week after week, but
yeah. But it's 100% worth.
But man, it's like, how many people are watching it like on Friday? Like Friday nights are like dedicated to like Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Dude, I do it. I gotta wait till like 3 a.m. because I'm on the East Coast, and so I'm just up. It's either I go to sleep really early and then wake up like at 7 and then watch it when I drink my coffee, or I watch it at 3 a.m. I like I said, I'm a fan of all that. So it's like, it's exciting. I want to see what happens next. I know what happens next for the most part.
It's funny though, because we talked about Mighty Ducks before. I do like, it's like a tag team. We talked wrestling, like it's like the birds, right? The Mighty Ducks and Falcon Winter Soldier. I watched it back to back.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you know what? This is what I like about the Disney Plus and
Yeah.
the TV shows, because they release weekly. It reminds me of my childhood when I
Yeah,
used to wake up
dude,
every Saturday morning to
that's
watch the
what it
cartoon.
is.
Yeah, I used to
Yes.
watch superheroes 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning on the Warner Brother, WB, Fox. You had Spider-Man, you had X-Men, you had all that.
But it's just like what you kind of said about Madripoor and everything, what it looks like. I think that's what's like just making me so happy and looking forward to content, like what it looks like. Because these
Oh yeah,
cinematographers are killing it. You turn off the
dude.
lights, you have like you're ready to go in your home system, and you're just like, oh my god, let's
Yeah,
go. Like when that
yeah.
Marvel, when the
Bro,
Marvel
it's
logo.
I get so excited. I'm like, it's happening, it's happening.
Oh
Uh,
man, it's amazing. And where can people follow you on social media to keep up to date with everything?
Oh, on Instagram and on Twitter, I'm at Renes Rivera, one word, RenesRivera.
Yeah, and you post some cool stuff. You're interactive, like for the fans and
Yeah,
everything. Yeah.
I try, I love reaching out to people that take their time, man. They take their time and they tag me, they create beautiful fan art, and I can't not, uh, uh, disregard any of that. I definitely have to. I love reaching out to people, man. I get messages, saying, "Hey, man, I love you on the show. We love the Flag Smashers." Like really, do. And it's just great. People are like happy for me, and it's beautiful, man. I've been touched, man, by a lot of people, and
I'm
it's
happy for
it's.
you, man. I really am.
I'm happy for you, dude. Freaking 550.
Yeah, no, we're doing good. We're getting like about a steady like 75,000 plus views a month on YouTube too. Like we're doing good stuff, man. So
That's nice,
it's
dude.
amazing. No, dude, it's amazing. But I wanted to thank you again so much for coming on the show, man. Seriously.
Oh man, no, thank you, dude. Seriously, man. Like, thank you, dude. Like, I really appreciate your time, man.
Absolutely. Well, this has been Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative for previous episodes. So next time, this is Renes Rivera and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.